We apologize for the slight delay. And we also have the ladies amateurs who have teed off. It is their final day today. This is hole number 1. This was Dr. Anya Farouk. The leading flight comprises of Parkha Ejaz, Anya Farouk, and Bushra Fatma. You can see all three in the frame right now. Parkha played a great game yesterday. She was trailing after day 1, and then she roared back and took the lead with a spectacular round of golf. It's highly likely that we're going to have the ladies winner from this group. All three have played very well over the last 2 days, and they've teed off at tee number 1. So this is their final day. We're going to have the result of the ladies amateurs match, inshallah, by the day end today. And they're very competitive. All three of them are extremely competitive. This is going to be a really exciting match to watch. Parkha lining her putt up. She is a one handicapper hailing from Defense Raya Golf Club. Good attempt, but it's missed on the left. So she's going to have a tap in. To hole number 11, where we have a back pin location. This is Muhammad Abid, Shahid Islam, and Rashad Rashid. It's a good attempt. And he is also going to have a tap in, but he's elected to mark the ball. If we go back to hole number 1, here we have Bushra Fatma, who's going to be putting. Somewhat of a similar length to the putt that we saw Parkha make, attempt actually. That's a good putt, and she's very happy about that. And back again in the commentary box is Azmat Lodi Saab. Azmat Saab, this is the ladies amateur match who have their final day today, and the group comprises of Parkha Ejaz, Dr. Anya Farouk Saeed from Karachi, and Bushra Fatma.
They are the leaders, I believe.
Yes, Parkha is leading by 2 shots at the start of the day, and this is Dr. Anya Farouk. She's a dentist by profession.
Wow, unbelievable. Hats off to her. Taking the time out of for golf and also taking time out for the game and also dedicating herself in towards her profession. That's wonderful. Best of luck to her. Parka Ijaz is a very known golfer in our circles. Okay. On to tee number 17, Jafar Hussain. hitting his tee shot. Very nice shot, safely above the pin. And all the three players in this flight are safely on the green. Now we are going to a tee number 12. ये कौन है भाई? Mohammad Abir, Shahid Aslam and Arshad Rashid. उसको कुछ लाइन अप कर दी हूँ. He's looking at it pensively, and I think it's short. He hasn't made it to the green. On to hole number 16. This is Ghulam Qadir hitting his third shot from the fairway onto the green. It's a very nice shot. This will be a downhill putt, but it does not contain much of a break. It should be a right to left slight breaker. 17 पे आ जाना. Now going on to the green on hole number 17, Jafar Hussain is lining up his putt. Back to back to hole number 16. Latif Masih, I think, probably has hit his second shot in the water. This is my wild guess. Considering how close he is to the hazard, he must have tried to hit it on in two, and he has hit his ball in the hazard. So he is probably hitting his fourth shot, and he will be trying to hit a nice low running ball, which should hop, stop with two bumps close to the hole. Let's see what happens. Yes, quite possible. It's a very nicely executed shot. Unfortunately, it spun too early. However, he still has a chance to hold this putt. Hole number 17. Jafar. Ahmed Saeed. Okay, this is Muhammad Azam putting for birdie. Looks quite close, unfortunately. Just stopped below the hole. We're live one onto the ladies amateur event. Second round, second and final round? Third and final round, sorry. I think this is Iman Ali Shah, Mozam Ali Shah's daughter, our friend. And she's made a nice effort. Now live on 16. practice कर रहा है. Just a practice stroke. Ghulam Qadir. Where's Ghulam Qadir? Ghulam Qadir's putt now. Hello. 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 Now Ghulam Qadir putting for birdie on 16, and that's a wonderful putt he's drained for birdie. Excellently executed. Now to third person in the flight on hole number 16. Irshad Ali putting for birdie on 16. He's missed it. So he'll have to settle for a par. Oh, wow. He's caught in a precarious situation right underneath the tree. So he has to hit a perfect pitch onto the green, which should provide him with an opportunity to make a par. Meanwhile, let's go to Latif, hole number 16, and see if he can. There should be a slight left to right putt. Has to be executed with confidence. Yes. Well done. Back to hole number 12. And he has chipped it. And ball has gone slightly beyond the green. Now we're live at tee number 2 in the ladies' flight. Anna James Gill hitting her tee shot. Seems that she's all geared up for it. Not a bad swing. I think she has hit the fairway. It's a pretty straight ball. Well done. Yeah. Now we're on hole number 11, green. This is Sunny Masi. Sunny is putting right now. He is joined in this flight with Muhammad Afzal Mohsin and Asghar Ali. Ali Asghar. He has again left it short. Okay, now we're on 16 green tee shots. Latif Masi hitting his ball. He's looking at it eagerly. Perhaps he's hit a very nice shot onto the green, which will be a 10, 12-foot birdie putt. Back to the ladies event. अच्छा ये वही है ना है ना तो आगे निकल गई. This is Zebun Nisa, another amateur lady golfer from Royal Palm. She's hitting off the bunker. Oh, she has stopped it. And she must be hoping that it does not go into the next bunker. Now we are back to tee number 17. That's a wonderful shot. Unfortunately, the ball has rolled on, but still on the green. Good effort. Back to tee number 1. Ab Back to hole number 1. Very nice chip. Will now catch the downhill break. No, it hasn't caught. So this was slightly slow. We're back onto hole number 16, par 5. Out of the bunker, very good out. Unfortunately, didn't stop. Now we will have Adil Jahangir putting for a birdie or an eagle. I am not sure. But this is a nice putt. We just saw Kadir birdie from here. The same, more or less the same position. It's a right to left downhill putt. I think once you gauge the angle or the break in the putt, then the speed is what matters. So Adil putting for birdie. And a very nicely drained putt. Excellently done. Well done, Adil Jahangir. We have seen him on 2 holes, hole number 12 and 16, and he has birdied them both. Well done. Now back to... Okay, we'll stay on hole number 16. Where Umar Farooq and Zulfikar Ali still have to finish their hole. I think this is Zulfikar Ali now putting. 17 ठीक है. 17 वगैरह की बर्डियां आ गई हैं. हाँ वो देख स्विच करना पड़ता है. So Vikar's putt slightly didn't come back enough as he was expecting. So he finishes with a par. Let's now move on to hole number 17, where Latif Masih, Dilshad Ali, and Ghulam Qadir. Hey! Wait. Okay, now Dilshad Ali is putting, lining up for birdie putt. This is more or less a straightish putt with a very little break. But he has not just left it short, he has perhaps opened the blade. So, not perhaps perfect execution of the putting stroke. Okay, so now we have Latif attempting his birdie putt. This putt too will come slightly from the left, but it has to be the stroke has to be with conviction. Otherwise, it will drop right. Looks to be good, and he has drained it. Well done. Great putt by Latif. Good birdie. Ghulam Qadir, after birdie on the previous hole, has made somewhat of a mess on hole number 17. He's lying two, and he has to sink this putt for a par. नहीं मारी यार क्या नहीं नहीं वो छोटी बच्ची का स्विंग अच्छा है. We're on to hole number 1. Elisa Rashid with a very nice swing. She seems to be very fluently swinging and seems to be a nice young lady with a lot of potential. Stara. Coming back to hole number 17, I think Ghulam Qadir has missed his putt for par. Now, Dilshad Ali needs to drain this in for a par. Successfully done. Now on to hole number 12. Sunny Masih putting for par on hole number 12. Chal. Oh, and he missed it. That's too unfortunate. Oh, wonderful shot, here, Krishnan. Hole number 16.
होल नंबर 16 लाइव है 17 है बैटरी वो कल वो आ रहा है बॉल
Adil Jahangir about to hit his tee shot on hole number 17. 17.
17 बॉल आ रही है
That's a very good shot again. Adil is about 12 to 15 feet off the pin. So he'll be putting in for birdie. Now Umar Farooq, the last of this flight to hit his tee shot on hole number 17. That's a very good shot. All the members of this flight have hit beautiful shots off the tee and with potential birdie possibilities.
This is hole number 16. Arif has gone left of the green, but he's fortunate that the ball has not rolled off that slope, because that makes it really tricky after that. He's electing to putt. Fast putt, and he's overcooked it. Way overcooked that one. And it's gone at least about 10, 12 feet past the hole. He's not going to be happy with that attempt, nor should he be. That was a pretty bad attempt. Now, another putt from... What in the world was that? Oh, it's still rolling. Seemed as if the player was... And he's missed it. What is he doing? That is really unfortunate. 3 putts from that distance. I mean, he needs to calm down, I think. That was bad. And now the player has elected to put the pin back in. It's not a bad uh, option when it's a downhill putt, because normally the downhill putts carry a lot of pace with them. And just misjudged the read a little bit, does not turn that much. And he's going to have a tap in for par. We're going to go to hole number 17. The green at hole number 17, where AJ, Adil Jahangir, is going to be putting first. All 3 of his group have hit the green, and all 3 are going to have birdie opportunities. Let's see what AJ does. Nope. Doesn't turn that much. And that's going to be a missed opportunity for Adil. He would have fancied a birdie over there. Easy tap in for par. We are just going to be focusing on hole number 17, where the group has 3 birdie opportunities. Adil missed his. This is Umar Farooq, who's going to be putting next in this group.
Left, depending on the grain. So it's a tough possibility.
Words of wisdom by Azmat Lodi Saab. That is why we have him here in the commentary box.
ब्रेक कौन सी है? ब्रेक कोई नहीं है। ब्रेक कहाँ है? गेम कौन सी पड़ गई है?
Zulfikar, birdie opportunity, and he's missed as well.
So unfortunate. It was a very small putt.
I mean,
Perhaps he should have been more aggressive in his.
three birdie opportunities with his group, all wasted. Now AJ with a small tap in, and that's par. AJ is signaling to Azmat Lodi Sahab that I did not read that one properly. And we go on to the tee of hole number 17. This is Muhammad Arif Ali, and Amir Khan. That is a nice shot. Wow, that's a good shot. I mean, that's 3 to 4 feet from the pin. That's pin high. Great shot. Now, Arif. Arif is going to be teeing off hole number 17. He is confused about the wind. That is Asif Ali's tee shot. Arif, sorry, tee shot. And that's also pin high, but on the right, decent tee shot.
नहीं ये खैर वैसे ही पूछ रहा हूँ जो अपनी मर्जी से चलता है. All three on hole number 17 are on the green. Now we're on to tee number 11, hole number 11's green. ये कौन है? हाँ. Let's go back to hole number 16. 16. Asher. This flight consists of Asher, Waheed Baloch. Very difficult. You have to be so perfect on this because this will now immediately catch the downslope and then it will start running. And it almost dropped in. That was such a good try. Very good try. Which means he was probably lying to, my guess. Because he must have hit a long ball, a second shot which did not stop on the green and trickled beyond the green. So most likely this is a birdie putt by Asher, but it is subject to confirmation. Hole number 1 live. Zoe Qureshi hitting a pretty decent chip shot. Very makeable putt from here. Hole number 16. Come back again. I think this is Talib Hussain or Waheed Baloch. Talib Hussain is now, I think, second on the leaderboard behind. तो फिर ये कौन है? Okay, my apologies. This is Waheed Baloch. And the third person कौन है? Amjad Yusuf? Amjad Yusuf. Amjad Yusuf is also playing at 3 under. So he is one of the contenders for now. And he is probably making his birdie putt. Amjad Yusuf trying to make his score to 4 under. And he has missed it. It's a very short putt. Not to be missed. Tee number 11 पे चलें जी टी शॉट.
11 लाइव है.
Oh my God.
12.
Almost. ये the
11
wonderful,
लाइव है.
the wonderful hit, short hit. चले वो अभी तो ये प्ले कर दे काफी.
11 लाइव है. You have to be director.
Okay, we are on tee number 12.
12 standby.
Very nice shot, but it hasn't stayed on the green and trickled beyond into the fringe, or maybe on the down slope.
11 लाइव है.
ये 16 ये
16 फ्रेम दो जल्दी से. 16 लाइव है.
Amjad Yusuf lining up his tee shot at hole number 17. He has struck his tee shot. That's a very good shot. Slightly beyond the pin.
16 लाइव है.
Ashar Masih now will be hitting his tee shot.
अच्छा ये 11. ए वो 11 पता नहीं वो
Ashar has hit his tee shot and he has put up a wonderful shot. And he'll have about a 4 feet putt for birdie. Wahid Baloch has hit his tee shot. Doesn't seem to be very happy with it. He has hit it slightly short, which is on to the
12 stand by 12
fringe.
12 live है 17 पे किसने इतनी अच्छी शॉट मारी है देखी थी
आशर
देखी थी
जी जी वही फॉलो कर रहे हैं. Now we are on hole number 12. पता नहीं सखीर खोखर फैजान अली.
आपको सर माइक के अंदर बोलना पड़ेगा
काफी बोल रहा माइक.
हैं
काफी ज्यादा बोला.
हाँ बोला तो ठीक है मैं 15 का कैमरा मूव करवा रहा हूँ ठीक है उसको मैं 14 की ग्रीन पे लेके जा रहा हूँ आप करवा लो हाँ करवा लें शायद 4 बच्चे बुलाते चली जाएगी ये ज़्यादा छोटा है इस तरफ भी कर सकते हो
Okay, so now this is a putt on hole number 12.
ठीक है ये सही है ना ये जगह सही है दोनों साइड भी कवर हो गई
He's putting from above the hole, so this should be a right to left downhill, slightly quick putt.
फायदा नहीं
Let's see how he manages.
कोई उसने एक भी शॉट
He is, ah, this is good effort.
17 पे आ
Just broke away. Back to hole number 17. Amjad Yusuf is one of the contenders. He's at 3 under.
जम के चल रही थी
So Amjad Yusuf now putting for birdie. If he makes this, he'll go to 4 under. Only 2 behind the leader, Asif Ali Jr. No, this line is not convincing. Yes, as expected, he missed it to the right. This is a very definitive left to right putt, and you can't hit it. You must hit it with conviction and speed, otherwise you'll miss it. Doesn't matter. He still remains one. He's most likely going to sink this one in, and he will remain 3 behind the leader. Now it's Ashir Masih's turn for his birdie putt. It is once again, it is a putt similar to Latif Rafi Masih's putt, which was left to right also, but once again he has to putt it with confidence. He cannot be unsure about the line. But it is a putt that is should be birdied. Let's see. And yes, well done. Putted with putted bold, putted with confidence, and it retained its line. Good birdie for Asher. He's most likely somewhere around even par. He was 1 over after 14. Par by Wahid Baloch. And now it's Amjad who has this left for the par. Oh, barely made it, but he has the par. So they're off to the 18th and final hole of their rounds. Back to tee box at hole number 17. ये
Oh, hit the pin. Pin to
Oh my goodness, what a shot! Very unfortunate.
hit the pin.
It hit the flagstick and came back. Very unfortunate, but what a shot. 100 marks for accuracy, 0 marks for luck. That is what golf is about. Just when this gentleman would have thought that he's possibly going to get a hole in one, the ball strikes the flag and goes back 30 feet. That's why they say golf is very similar to life. That's a great shot. वो जो था वो फ्लैग स्टिक वाला रिप्ले देख लें इससे पहले the third player now hitting his tee shot on hole number 17. That's a pretty good swing. But unfortunately, very short. Barely got beyond the bunker and now perched on the downslope of the fringe. So let's see if he can make it up and down from there.
Replay.
Now here we have the replay of the shot which hit the flagstick. And just look at the hope and confidence of the player that he was hoping that it will sink. Oh my goodness, that was so unfortunate. If he did not hit the hole, it would probably hit the flag, it would have dropped into the hole or maybe come as a given.
अब ये देखें, ठीक है, हो जाएगा।
हो सक
Replay.
बट वो पता क्या है ये Okay, now we're on to the hole number 16, par 5, green. Talat Ijaz is on, and who else? Talat Ijaz is joined by, which I'm sorry, we don't have that information right now. 17. 16. Back to 16. That's a very good effort. It might sink in. Just, oh my God. I think it was a few rolls short, otherwise it would have gone in. This was a well read putt by the player. Because so this guy has made a hash of hole number 17, this gentleman rather. And let's hope he can sink this putt for a respectable bogey. Otherwise, it will be a double bogey. Meanwhile, back to hole number 16, where Talat Ijaz is lining up his putt for birdie. So Talat now taking a few practice strokes, trying to gauge the strength he needs for the putt either to sink or just come close to the hole. Looks good. Still a bit short. Very sad. Was well executed.
17.
Unfortunate. Now we're back on to hole number 17, where the golfer is trying to. Oh, he has sadly missed the putt for bogey, so it's a double bogey. Back to hole number 16. There's a bit more steam in this putt. It has gone a few feet beyond the hole. Let's see if the gentleman can convert it into a par or not. शबीर नहीं आया अभी आया इनके बाद तल्लू के बाद ही था so this is for par. Well done. So the main round, the first round of the championship today is now in its closing stages as far as the men's professional golfers are concerned. The leaderboard as it stands right now, and we have a fantastic change in the leaderboard. Mohammad Shabir Iqbal has struck back with a bang. He's now atop the leaderboard at 6 under par after 15 holes, followed by Asif Ali, joined rather by Asif Ali Jr., who is also at 600 par as per the Gem Golfers app. He is followed by Talib Hussain at 5 under and Akbar Mehroz at 4 under. Minaj Vadaij also at 4 under. So let's see how the leaderboard finalizes at the end of the day. On the 17th hole, Talat Ijaz has hit his tee shot, which has gone a few feet beyond the pin, and he's safely onto the green. Again, tee shot struck at hole number 17. That's a wonderful shot again, safely onto the green, and he'll be putting for birdie. I have just been informed that Mohammad Shabir had an eagle on hole number by 2 strokes from 14 under par to 6 under par, from 4 to 6 under par, and now he's placed atop the leaderboard. Let's see how he finishes. This is hole number 16. One of the players has hit the hazard, and he's now taken a drop and hitting his 4th shot probably. He has delicately chipped over the hazard and has left himself a putt for measuring around 10 to 12 feet for par. The remaining players are already on the green. We can now see Shabir Iqbal on the green. Is he on 2 or 3? We are not confirmed. Let's wait for him. But this all goes to Ayan Saab re-emphasize what a great golfer Shabir Iqbal is.
Sir, he is an absolute legend of the game in Pakistan and worldwide as well. He is more than 200 victories to his name. He has won the tournament 5 times and he's attempted a putt and he sanked it.
Whoa, what a wonderful putt. Let's hope this was for an eagle. My God, Shabir Iqbal is going berserk on Lahore Gymkhana Golf Club right now. This is becoming very interesting for all the viewers and for us as golf fans, watching Shabir Iqbal rise to the occasion and bringing the best out of himself. Fantastic. Let's have a replay of this putt, whether it was an eagle or a birdie putt. And this is a pretty long putt, and look at the confident stroke. And there you see Shabir Iqbal already walking away with that swagger and that awe and that arrogance, lazy arrogance, because he knew that the putt was sinking. What a fantastic experience on the very first day of the J.A Zaman, 11th J.A Zaman Open Championship. Wow. Let's see what his score is now. Ayan Saab, kuch kahenge aap?
Sir, I'm speechless. What a great putt. And this is also a good putt. Oh, yes. Another one.
Wow. They are being inspired by Shabir now.
That is the correct line. That is the correct speed. And when you hit at the correct speed on this hole, it goes in. Great putts. We saw two great putts, and we're going to have a replay of that one as well. From the top ridge, trickling down, downhill putt. Very nice. And we go to hole number 17 now. Talat Ijaz safely on the green. Discussing with his caddy what the line is. He would really like to take this opportunity, get a birdie over here. Two spectacular putts we just saw on hole number 16. Talat taking his time, leaving nothing to chance. It's tracking. Does it turn? It turns, and wow, he's left it an inch short. That just tells you what the margins are in this game. That was a great putt, great attempt. Half a roll more, and it was a birdie, but he's going to settle for a par now. That is unfortunate. Oh, hate to see that happen. Bad. It's, anybody who doesn't take their time and takes things for granted, that's what happens. You miss a short putt, and you only lose, not only lose a stroke, but also lose a hell of a lot of confidence. To the tee of hole number 17. Where the group comprising of Mohammad Shabir is about to tee off. Massive putts by this group on the last hole, on hole number 16. He's left it short, and that's gone. Oh, the ball struck the tree, and it's actually short of the bunker in the fairway. So that's going to be a proper chip over a bunker to the pin. And now the legend, Shabir, on the tee of hole number 17. Takes a massive divot as well. And beautiful shot, pin high to about 8 feet right of the pin. That's a very good position actually, because it's a straightish putt from that side. Another great shot by the great man.
Third player of the flight hit his tee shot safely onto the green. He leave a nice putt, a decent putt for birdie.
Okay, live is seeing.
Now we're live on hole number 16, where Asif Ali Jr., who whose score has not been updated on the Gem Tour app, but seems to be leading after. No, Asif Ali has dropped one stroke and he is now at 5 under. And Shabir Iqbal is in sole lead at 6 under par, or maybe more. We are not sure because.
Hole number 15 के बाद, so I'm gonna check.
So Asif Ali is now putting on hole number 16. He's carefully gauging. It's a very tricky putt. He has to be spot on as far as the speed is concerned. And yes, that's a decent attempt. We'll have to confirm from him if this was a eagle or a birdie putt. I believe this was. He has made a birdie here, but let's wait for the confirmation. Oh, and Matloob has unfortunately missed his putt. Was probably for an eagle, considering his gigantic length of the tee. So the final update so far is that Shabir Iqbal has birdied hole number 16 and is presently standing atop the leaderboard alone in sole leader at 7 under par. He is also on the cusp of perhaps sinking another birdie on 17, because it is a relatively short putt judging by Shabir Iqbal's standards.
17 live है.
Now we are on to the 17th green. Decent effort. This should be okay. This is a par putt, so he's now sunk it for bogey. Okay. Doesn't seem to be happy. But this is a birdie putt. And a relatively short putt, I must say. I think it's. Very well struck putt with confidence. Sinks it for birdie. And now we have Shabir Iqbal lining up his putt for another birdie. If he does so, he shall hop on to 8 under. I think this will come slightly from the right. Slight right edge. And he has left it short. Oh my goodness, he should have hit it a bit bolder. Oh, he must be so cross with himself for missing this gimme. Like this is like a gimme for Shabir Iqbal. Though nothing in a golf is a gimme, but I'm sure he must be very annoyed. Doesn't matter. He's still solely placed on the top of the leaderboard, and now we have Matloob Ahmed hitting the tee shot on on the 17th tee. He's also a former champion of J.A Zaman. And let's see where it lands. He has pushed it a bit left. He's on way left rather from the flag, but he can try to hit a par, make a par from fringe. Yeah, this is Asif Ali now. Asif Ali is at 5 under or 6 under, we are not sure. But we will get the confirmation in this behalf. He had dropped one stroke up to the 15th hole. He was at 5 under after 15. Asif about to hit his tee shot on hole number 17. Asif is a naturally gifted and very talented golfer. It is if he's just a natural athlete. The way he stands over the ball and comfortably strikes it. He's not happy. I think he's pushed it to the right. And yes, it has gone into the bunker, right bunker. He's just on the ball is pin high, but in the right bunker, he'll have to hit a pretty good shot from there to make par. Now, Sher Dil or Sher Abbas, I'm sorry, I've forgotten his name, from PGC. Surprisingly, none of the golfers in this flight have hit the green. So this shows how difficult this hole can be, even though it's a small hole, measuring around 130 to 135 yards. But it can be a real threat. ठीक खेल रहा था बस एक होल ज़्यादा खराब हुआ था 17 के बाद 2 ओवर था मुझे नहीं पता 18 पे क्या किया वो एप्लीकेशन में देख लीजिए मैप में So the first round of 11th J.A Zaman Championship, Open Championship is now in its final stages. Let's look at the replay of the last putt. If you watch closely, this putt looks like it's... And this is the only putt which I've seen has missed from the left side. Otherwise, all the remaining putts have gone straight.
And Lodi Saab has gone for another break, and therefore I am back to put some life back into the commentary. Ali Wazir, you naughty boy. To hole number 17,
17 live है.
where we see Asif Ali, who's playing so well. He hit a 29 on the front nine, 6 under par on the front nine, but he's the wheels have come off slightly on the back. Hits his bunker shot. It's not a bad attempt. It's a pretty good shot actually, and hits it to about 3 to 4 feet from the pin. It's a decent shot. The group does not have. The group has Matloob Ahmed, who is also part of this, but they've missed the green. All of them have missed the green, which is the surprising part, given the ability of these players. Asif Ali Jr. actually birdied hole number 16. So he's 6 under par and he has a short 3 foot putt for par. Um, Back to hole number 17, and Matloob is making a mess of this hole. He chipped it and he's chipped it like 12 feet past the pin. Staying on the green at hole number 17. And now this guy is. What are they doing? He's put it really short. So we're joined in the commentary box by the captain golf, our favorite captain, Mr. Taimur Shabir, captain golf of Lahore Gymkhana. Sir, Taimur bhai, welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to be here. I was watching the live feed since morning, but my daughter just arrived from Canada, so I was busy with this. That's why I got a little late. Uh, she's coming after 2 3 years, so I had to give her some time. But I'm here now. Uh, अच्छा लग रहा है, बड़ा अच्छा जा रहा है आपका टूर्नामेंट. मैं सुबह से लाइव फीड देख रहा था, बड़ी ज़बरदस्त जा रही है. लोधी साहब की commentary was amazing. Yours is always amazing, so great work. Uh, so he's making a par putt. Just left it short. I hope the greens are rolling well. I was looking at the roll of the ball on different greens, and
And now Arif Ali, who has about a 4 foot putt for par. Thank you, Taimur bhai, for gracing us with your presence.
ठीक.
Taking his time for a very important par putt, and well done. Good putt. He's happy that he's not lost a stroke on this. To hole number 16, putting from below the hole, where Shabir made his fantastic putt. That's also a good attempt, and that's going to be a small tap in. Relatively easy positions today, pin positions. Most of the pin positions are in the center of the green, so the players can actually attack the pin. What was really surprising though is actually how difficult hole number 12 was playing. We saw very few birdies on hole number 12, but we've seen lots of them on hole number 16, and we just got to see another one by Sunny. Great putt. He's got a smile on his face, and why not? Because that was a good birdie.
And what are the scores like today?
So the scores are actually pretty good. We're getting regular updates from the Gem Golfers app.
Gem Golfers app is the app run by Shoaib Shams, right?
Yes, it is the app that is run by
Very good job.
Shoaib Shams bhai, and it's a great effort that he's put in. So on the Gem Golfers app, the score is coming to Shabir is leading at -6, but actually he's birdied hole number 16, so he's actually at -7. Talib Hussain, who's finished his round, is at -5. Asif Ali has also birdied hole number 16, so he's at -6. And Minhaj has also finished his round along with Akbar Mehroz of Lahore Gymkhana. Both are at -4. So Shabir is leading the pack, leading the chasers actually.
That's not a surprise because Shabir is always up there in the leaders. He's won this tournament maybe 5 times, 5 times. And but I'm really glad to see कि Asif अच्छा खेल रहा है because he's our own pro from Gymkhana, from Lahore, and he has a very good head on his shoulders, so he's doing a great job. One shot back is excellent for the first day.
We are back at hole number 16. Players are waiting for the green to clear. Actually, there's a 16 is also 17. Hole number 17 actually is also playing as a call hole now, I think. So the players are probably going to get to the green and going to mark their balls. The player is in the bunker, left bunker. It's not a difficult bunker shot, depends on the lie. It's a decent attempt, about 5 to 6 feet, 5 feet past the pin. So these players are going to finish their hole, and then the players on the tee are then going to tee off. Or are they going to wait for the shots? We're just going to check in a bit. Nope, they're playing through, so we're going to stick to hole number 17 for a bit. That's a birdie attempt, which he's left at least 2.5 feet short. Not a great putt at all from any standard. ball is rolling really nicely on the Lahore Gymkhana greens, which is a pleasant sight to see. Now another birdie attempt on hole number 17, and he gets it. Great putt. This is a par attempt. Not a very difficult putt, but nothing is considered easy in golf. That's why. This putt moves from right to left. Players who hit it straight are going to miss it on the left side. It does move. The the attempt should be to miss it. Even if you do, it should be towards the right, because the grain along with the slope is going to push the ball towards the left. Now a relatively shorter par putt on hole number 17. Easily done. And the green clears, so we can go back to the tee shot of hole number 17. Doesn't really like that shot. He's pulled it a bit left, but he's lucky to avoid that bunker. Not so difficult to chip from there, actually. Now Sunny on hole number 17. That is a very good shot by Sunny. That's about 3 feet away from the hole. Great shot. I think a little bit of local knowledge is helping him for sure on this hole. It's a short par 3, but it can be a little deceiving because sometimes the wind plays a bit of mind tricks. Now another tee shot on hole number 17. That's also a pretty good shot. Pin high, about 8 feet to the right. And two very good birdie opportunities coming up on hole number 17. अभी ब्रेक लगी है, रिप्ले लगा दे। वो जो शबीर का पड़ता है। So we have a little bit of a gap. We're going to see a few replays, some highlighted shots throughout the round. This was Ashir with a great birdie putt on hole number 17. This was one of the shots of the round, or should I say, unluckiest shots of the round, where the player hit the pin on hole number 17. And this was Talat on hole number 16. And who left it agonizingly short. That was super surprising. This was a great putt by the great man, Shabir. This was actually a birdie putt. We got confirmation, but look how easily that was executed. And now we are back live to hole number 17. The player who avoided the bunker and now leaves it a bit short. I'm handing it over to Temur Bhai, who's going to take it up for the next 15 minutes.
Love it when you call me Taimur. Bhai, Taimur is good enough. The thing with the 17th green is that it's a short shot, maybe 150 yards, 140 yards, but the green is so small and the entrance is so narrow to the green that it makes it a daunting shot for all the pros and amateurs alike. That's a good putt. Good rhythm to the stroke. गोल्फ के अंदर जी एक चीज़ फॉर आवर व्यूअर्स what I'd like to share is के rhythm to your swing and to your putting stroke especially and your chipping shots are is very important. You'll see कि जो अच्छे players हैं उनका they have a very smooth rhythm to the swing. There are no sudden movements in the swing. So that's how you can gauge an A plus professional play from the rest of the field. Sunny John, that's a great birdie. That was a great approach shot and a good solid putt. Sunny is our local pro. Um, he plays here in Gymkhana. It's his home course, and hasn't been doing so well in the last few years. But he has the advantage of playing here, Gymkhana, क्योंकि उनका अपना home course है, तो उसके अंदर obviously he knows every nook and corner of this course. Now we're going to show you some of the replays and the highlights of today's rounds. Ayan, there is no better feeling than watching a putt fall from distance in golf. And I was just, that's heartbreaking actually. Yeah. Yeah.
This was Matloob's par putt which he missed, and this was another putt on hole number 16. Which was also agonizingly close. Agonizingly, frustratingly, annoyingly. We're going to be going on a short break. And we're going to show you drone footage of Lahore Gymkhana golf course This is the front nine. Course preview.